It's Monday, February the 8th, and you're listening to the Three Nerds in a Basement podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show where we talk about all the cool things in the world.
What about Mars?
Maybe not Mars, but on that new planet that was just discovered in our solar system that we actually haven't seen, but is the new planet.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah, it's not Pluto. There are evidence points that there is an actual, is it ninth planet? Ninth planet in our solar system.
Did they just artificially extend our solar system, or has it been like hiding somewhere?
It's always been there, we just never saw it.
Get out of here. It's like Wonder Woman's invisible jet, but a planet.
And apparently it's a big planet.
What?
Yeah.
Like Jupiter big?
I don't know if it's that big, but it's a big planet.
That's weird.
Look it up.
I will.
Alright, look it up.
Okay.
Spaceman. Anyways, this week, some stuff went down.
Did it though?
No, but we gotta talk about it.
True.
We gotta talk about... Well, Anthony, tell me what your reaction was to the Fine Brothers.
I don't know if I'm legally allowed to react.
Okay.
Okay. Because I think we have to license it, right? We have to go through their proper legal channels.
The React World channels.
Yeah, the React World
where
channels.
they will pay us to react.
Or we'll get royalties, was it?
Something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I guess should we give an overview for people who don't know?
We should. All
right. Well, you know more about it than I do.
Okay.
So go for it.
So the Fine Brothers, you guys know who they are, even if you don't recognize the name. If you've ever been on YouTube and you've watched a video where, let's say, teens react to something,
or kids,
or
elderly
react to whatever, or YouTubers react,
teens.
It's all usually done by one channel or one company network, the Fine Brothers. There are other people out there that are pretenders to the throne, but generally the Fine Brothers. Anyways, they understand that there's other people out there who like to do the React format. So they've decided that they're not putting up with this bullshit. That was their idea. And they want copyright the whole thing.
It's so ridiculous. When you just explain what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
It's so ludicrous. It's like they invented reactions.
Yeah.
Right? We invented putting a camera in front of someone and then showing them things.
Yeah.
That's...
So, I think what they were trying to do, I think, is actually pretty okay.
This sounds like what Machinima does.
What do you mean?
Because they were going to do a licensing thing.
Yeah.
Where you can use their brand, right?
Yeah.
This sounds like what Machinima tries to do, where other people who are doing stuff similar to Machinima, Machinima takes them, they get their royalties, they give you part of it, but then you get to use the Machinima name. And it gives you possibly more exposure.
I think that's a bit different.
Is it? Because that's what it sounds like to me.
No, that's a bit different. What Machinima does, I think, is more of as a publisher.
Oh.
For a developer.
Okay.
Instead of being an indie studio, Sony will come in
and be like, hey.
And inject money into your project. And then in exchange, it'll just get to say at the beginning, Machinima.
Oh, okay.
Right? What the Fine Brothers are trying to do is, They try to they use this analogy of hey, you know how Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent, but they're the same show, but really America licensed out from Britain?
Yeah.
So that's what they want to do. They want to make it if you're making a show exactly like ours, we want to be able to license it. And at the core of it, I think that's fine. I mean, if that's what they wanted to do, so that you could have React World videos in their specific style.
Yeah, so that's what I initially thought this was, which was, if I ever wanted to make my own type, I want someone to react to this specific Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
But to get more exposure, I can license out the Teens React brand.
Yeah, so that's initially what I thought the gist of what they're trying to get at is.
Yeah.
Of course, the internet took it the other way.
They took it as a more nefarious
situation. As the literal term of reacting to anything.
But the thing is that sort of came true.
Yes, because they started hitting other videos with copyright claims about just being React videos.
Yeah, hey, we react to.
Yeah. And I don't know, it's scary because, man, you cannot copyright a format of video. Or at least, I understand, if there's a certain type of show you make, and you want to, Like, American Idol is American Idol.
Yeah.
Right? But you can make another singing show. It doesn't have to be American Idol. It could be pretty close to American Idol,
It
but...
can be that one where they press a button and their chairs turn around.
Exactly. But they're different shows.
Yeah.
Maybe similar format, but different shows because they use different things. But what the Fine Brothers are trying to do is they're trying to say any type of React style video will be ours. And I think that's the fucked up part.
And they also came out with that update video, like retracting a couple things. But it was kind of too little too late because they had already put out those copyright claims against other YouTubers.
Yeah.
And this, man, you can 100% tell, like, by this whole PR thing, is like, they're just two dudes. Yeah. They are totally not business trained.
Yeah.
They are guys who had an idea and they ran into a whole bunch of money.
Yeah. I think the ironic thing is in their original video, they're like, today's going to be a big day. Like, it'll be a day that changes the world.
A day for the community.
Oh my God.
For the community.
And who, like, the irony now, like, everybody's just turned their face on the Fine Brothers.
Yeah, you mentioned that they deleted their 2 videos explaining and apologizing.
Yeah.
And then when they uploaded new videos, it's got like 95% dislikes, and all the comments are just, we're not going to forget.
Yeah.
Like, we know what happened.
Yeah. And then there's tons of, like, live unsubscriber counts going on, so you can see how fast they're losing subscribers. So, and then, like, other big YouTubers have, like, jumped in and they've had their own reactions to it.
Well, yeah, that's clickbait, man.
Yeah, man. I was thinking about doing it too, but I'm like, well, I don't know. I have nothing to say. But yeah, because YouTube is unfortunately in that weird iffy stage at the moment.
They're on the internet.
Yeah.
The internet is the Wild West. You can't really...
No, but that's the thing. I think YouTube used to be the Wild West. It's not quite that way anymore.
Okay.
You still like you have professional sites going up. You have professional content. It's just like it is weird that like because an example would be, like all the late night show dudes. Those are real professional teams who put that shit together. They put on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. And they have all the proper licensing things going on. And at the end of the day, those people are competing for views with people like me, right? Just like, I'm just one dude, right? And
I don't watch TV. I don't actually watch that late night show.
Yeah, and I think because the world is moving to more of this like digestible content, the laws are getting iffy and people are trying to apply standard traditional TV rules and laws to the internet when they're just not applicable. Right?
It's not the same medium. Even though at its face it seems like the same thing.
It's not the same.
It works completely different.
Yeah, so like it's a different type of space.
It just reminded me of when that image of Beyonce came out where she was like hulking out with the ugly face, and then there's like, Beyonce's lawyers are like, get that shit off the internet. Right?
Yeah, and it's like it's not happening.
Like, no, that's not how the internet works. It's not.
Yeah, and like it's like when music first went to digital, right? Mm-hmm. And people were like all in shambles, and then it took a while for that to work out.
Napster, LimeWire.
Yeah, and so we're currently in that phase with internet content as TV slowly dies away, right? And we get our Netflix and our YouTube content and every other sort of an internet-based thing. We're gonna run into these situations, and this is an example of how not to do it.
Yeah, like actually maybe have a plan.
Yeah.
Don't just like file a copyright or a patent and then be like, hey guys, look what we got.
Yeah.
And then try and spin it towards in a way where it's like, we're limiting your content, but it's good for the community.
Yeah. I am super interested to see where YouTube is in like 5 years.
Yeah.
I could not tell you. I could not tell you how it's going to look.
I don't know how big like YouTube Red will be. Their like premium subscription service.
I think all their first things are going up tomorrow as we record, or today as people are listening to this.
So people can only find this podcast on YouTube Red now, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We're big dogs.
Yeah, because we're right up there with the new PewDiePie show.
Yeah, of course. But it's just such a shamble. It's such a wreck of a move by them. It kills their ill will. It gives them ill will, and it kills their goodwill that they had with their fan base.
Yeah.
I can't see a meeting even in my head where if we were in the same situation, it would be like, hey man, what if we tried to like copyright nerd podcasts?
Oh shit.
Right?
Oh,
and
shit.
if anybody else wants to make a podcast, they can use the 3 Nerds in a Basement brand by giving us money, and then they can make that content.
Yeah.
Like, this is a great idea. Like, how is that in anybody's mind a great idea other than what Mega64, like, so smartfully pointed out is shoutouts to money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. It is rough. They deserve to be banned from YouTube.
Wow. Harsh statement.
It's the truth, man. I see how it is.
No, that's like when something bad like someone does something bad,
Yeah.
and it's like, you should just kill them. It's like, no, that's too light of a sentence.
Yeah.
You don't want them to die right away, because then they're gone.
Yeah.
You want them to. I want to see that subscriber count like dip under 1 million.
Yeah.
And I just want to see their like everything be ruined. Like,
Yeah. But there you go. A lesson in how not to be bad on the internet.
true. Sorry. One more thing about this
Tell me.
is I want to see if this backlash actually does anything. Because
That's
I will laugh so hard if in like 6 months their subscriber count is just like higher than it's ever been, and even though it's the shitty thing, people are just like, whatever. I'll still watch these videos.
I think a lot of people. I think that's what will happen.
Like, this is just like a speed bump.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna change much, to be honest. There enough people out there. I mean, it's the reason why people. I hate to use this analogy, but it's the reason why Final Fantasy has gone to shit.
Okay.
Right? They can keep making mistake after mistake, but we will still buy that damn game.
I bought Explorers.
People like watching React videos.
Yeah.
They don't care about the politics behind it. It's an easy thing to just subscribe and have that content constantly fed to you. People are more willing to turn a blind eye to something if it doesn't really affect them directly.
And in terms of React videos with good production quality, they're kind of the only ones with that really high production quality. Yeah.
So I don't know if it'll actually make a big deal, say, a year from now. But it definitely, I think, opened a lot of people's eyes to what the future of internet-based content could be like. Mm-hmm. So that's probably best for the community, if anything. Anyways, let's talk about some other stuff.
Do it. Lay it on me.
So I like Top Gear.
Oh, TV show.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the one with the cars?
Yeah, the one with the cars.
Last year they had a bit of a fumble. A bit of a shenanigans.
I don't know. That was pretty awesome. I was down with that.
And, well, let's just say Top Gear lost all of its 3 hosts
in
one go.
Man, that was so awesome.
And
punch that guy in the face.
I don't... whatever you think of the situation, let's just say Top Gear will never be Top Gear again.
Yeah, it's not going to be what it was.
Like, it doesn't matter who you put in those spaces or the host position. Top Gear was always Top Gear because you wanted to watch those 3 old dudes.
And they're always kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, the cars and the beautiful scenery, that was always just the bonus, but it was always their opinions and their experiences together.
Top Gear to me was like the giant bomb of car shows.
It
was all personality.
Yeah, and the cars were just the setting.
Yeah.
Anyways, BBC's like, fuck it. We're gonna continue on anyway.
Okay. Look at this corpse we brought up on stage.
Yeah.
Ignore the strings, please.
So their first one is a Chris Evans, not the Captain America Chris Evans that we always talk about on this show. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about Chris Evans, the BBC Radio 1 host from the UK. I think I got that right. I think he is BBC Radio 1. Anyways, he's some rich dude in the UK, and he's a known car fanatic. He has one of the nicest car collections, I believe. He's got some pretty rare Ferraris with some real racing heritage behind them.
Okay.
He's gonna take the lead on the new Top Gear, the rebranded Top Gear.
Okay.
He's gonna be joined by the Stig, because the Stig
is a mystery. He's a man in a white suit.
But this week they announced a co-host.
Okay.
It was rumored a lot that they were gonna get like a Formula 1 driver to be a co-host. Mm-hmm. They were thinking like Jensen Button would be the perfect fill-in.
And so obviously they did.
And they didn't.
Oh, what?
Because Jensen Button continued to race this year.
I guess.
But they got someone else with a J.
Okay.
They got Joey from Friends.
Oh my god.
or Matt LeBlanc, and
Isn't he busy filming episodes on that HBO show?
he is. But the thing is, I thought that his like, even though he was super popular in Friends,
Yeah.
apparently his international appeal has only skyrocketed since then.
Really?
Because Episodes is mostly like based in the UK.
Yeah. It's very British humor.
It is all British humor, and so he's somebody that Americans know and Europeans know.
He's also a huge car guy.
He's also a huge car guy, and the reason they signed him is that BBC said that he will make a great asset when we sell the show internationally.
Oh.
Because everybody will know who he is.
And also, every single international version of Top Gear has tanked.
It sucked.
They're garbage.
Yes.
Top Gear China was pretty funny. I don't know though.
Wasn't. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
They had some funny.
In like a low budget kind.
No, in like a YouTube digestible thing. Like,
Okay.
I don't want to watch a full hour of
Yes.
Top Gear China.
And I think it's hilarious you say that because in the press release, the press release is like, this is the first American Top Gear host, and I'm just like,
oh, no, it's not.
I'm like, there's Top Gear America. You just totally like fucked over those dudes. But yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's so.
Matt LeBlanc seems like
he seems like a cool dude.
He seems like a cool dude, and he seems like he has an outgoing enough personality to where he can add that character to the show. Maybe not to the extent where it replaces the old cast,
but it's a different thing.
But it's a different thing, and it's not a super dry character, or it's not a super dry celebrity.
Yeah, I feel like he won't be trying to replace something. He'll be adding his own.
Exactly.
But yeah, he definitely has his race or his car loving stuff. He's always at Formula One races whenever he can be there. Mm-hmm. And yeah, because you always see him in the interviews and stuff. Like, oh, hey, Mr. Matt LeBlanc, when's the next Friends episode coming? It's like,
get out of here.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's cool. I was going somewhere with this. Now, being a Top Gear fan, at my initial response was like, please don't bring back Top Gear because the three dudes, Jeremy May, James, and Richard have signed the Amazon deal to make their car show there. Yeah. But honestly, I think this is great. This means I get 2 British-based car shows.
Yeah.
And at least the Top Gear one, at least I know what kind of content they'll be putting out.
Yeah.
Because it's the same team.
The thing I'm mostly always excited for Top Gear is the end of the season,
the Big Adventure,
like the Big Adventure specials. Like those are the best.
Yeah, everybody loves those. Yeah. And going back to Matt LeBlanc, he actually is first placed on Star in a reasonably priced car.
Oh yeah, he was
by a big margin.
He's actually good. I forgot about that.
He's first by a bit of a margin. So I think he'll be a good co-host.
Oh, he's got the credentials.
Yeah. Anyways, what was your pick this week?
Man, my pick is this great thing called Nothing.
Oh, shit.
Because I couldn't find anything interesting this week.
Anthony.
I know. The man with multiple picks on all days just goes to the other extreme. So...
Fell under pressure.
Yes. So, I wanted to talk about the state of manga.
Fuck me.
And by the state of manga, I mean the big 3. And because Naruto has ended, the big 3 has changed.
Oh, no.
So, the big 3 are now One Piece, like normal, Bleach, like normal, and One Punch Man.
Like normal.
Like normal now, I guess.
Okay.
So, let's start. We want to start with the good or the bad?
You want
to say the bad? Or
I read a study saying that always present the good news first.
Okay, all right. So One Punch Man continues to be real good. It's way farther than the anime at this point. And the way that manga is drawn, it is of like almost like an exponentially higher quality than the anime.
Okay.
Just the artist from iShield 21 is just amazing in action scenes, and One Punch Man really lets him go like balls to the wall with his ideas.
It's good to hear.
And right now they have a martial arts tournament going on in One Punch Man. So far it hasn't been any fights, but it's just been really funny. I think that is still a strong series, but I don't know where that series goes after that tournament. Because they've already fought someone who's, like, in the anime, they've already fought someone who's stronger than, or not stronger, but, like, can take a punch from Saitama.
Yeah.
And since then, no one has. So I don't know where this show is actually going.
Nowhere.
And I feel like it's kind of like a ticking time bomb until eventually it's the same ideas over and over again, where I just don't care anymore.
So, like, One Piece and Bleach and...
On the other hand,
Naruto?
One Piece is on the upswing hardcore.
Full shit.
It is. It's really good. So, the previous arc was called the Destarosa arc. And it was a town where people were becoming toys. And one of the pirate lords, Don Flamingo, controlled it. And it's like all of this seedy underground stuff. And they defeated Don Flamingo.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. But they didn't kill him.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah. They beat him. Like, Luffy is officially stronger than him.
I'm sure he is.
They've had fourth gear now.
Oh, whatever, man.
But One Piece now is in an arc where they're finally shedding light on the upper tier of power levels in that franchise.
You mean they weren't there already?
No, they weren't. Fuck. So, you know, the four pirate lords, do you know about them?
Yes.
So they're finally getting to them.
I know so much about One Piece for not ever having read One Piece.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So the four pirate lords, they are right now they're focusing on Big Mom. She is the one that pretty much no one knows about.
Mm-hmm.
And Sanji, it turns out, his family's past, because when, like, way back in the...
Of course.
Way back in the start of One Piece, they try and get... Hey, Sanji, like, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from, like, I think it was North Blue. And to get to where they were, they would have had to cross the Grand Line.
Okay.
And that's, like, a huge adventure. Just, like, not for, like, regular citizens to do. And so it turns out Sanji's family are a league of, like, elite assassins.
Of course they are.
Yeah, and... They have a thing with Big Mom where Sanji from that family is going to marry someone from Big Mom's family. It's kind of like an arranged political marriage.
Like a Romeo-Juliet situation?
Kinda, but they don't actually love each other.
Oh, okay.
So it's not... He's just going there because their parents... Or because he's forced to go there through power, pretty much. Because he's not in a state to fight back, really. And he's... threatened to get married in a political marriage.
Uh-oh.
Right. And just to, like, appease Big Mom and their crew or whatever. And it's really interesting. Like, the beginning of the Dressrosa arc was so boring. And it was just, like, reveals of new characters that seemingly had no importance. But by the end of that arc, Luffy has become such a powerhouse that he now has subordinate crews. So his crew is, like, the head.
Yeah.
And then he has now other crews serving under him that'll help him out when need be. And they're getting... I feel like the series will go on for, like, as long as it can. But seeing the upper tier of power levels now is really cool. And it makes me feel like the series is going somewhere again, rather than being stale.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? This has been on forever. What do you mean?
Yeah!
It's always going somewhere.
No, but, like... For a while, it's just like, oh, we're going somewhere, but, like, there's no escalation, right? Throughout the series, it's like, okay, we're getting more powerful, power leaps, whatever. There's the gap after the Pirate War or whatever. And after the Pirate War, it's kind of just been steady, kind of average, like, whatever. Like, I'll keep reading this because I'm so invested, but, like, I'm not really enjoying it. But now it's finally back to, like, quality product.
Sure.
It's really good. And then the bad news is Bleach sucks.
I feel like Bleach has sucked after Aizen disappeared.
Bleach is trash city. Well, Aizen's back.
Fuck that. Whatever. Who cares?
Because they couldn't kill him, right? So they trapped him. They put him in a chair. And they sealed all his senses. Whatever. So the Quincy's are in full force. The main baddie, he is literally omniscient and omnipotent. He knows everything that's going to happen, has happened in the past, and he is everywhere at once.
What a boring life.
The only time he is not that is when he sleeps. And then his powers transfer to his second in command.
All of his powers?
All of his powers.
Fuck. What the fuck?
It's so dumb. So recently in an interview, the creator of Bleach, his name is blanking on me right now, but he came out and he's just like, my favorite thing about making manga is making up powers. And that's all this arc is just ridiculous power after ridiculous power just to have a 2-chapter fight and be thrown in the garbage.
Yeah.
There was one character whose power was literally anything he imagines happens. He turned one captain's bones into cookies. He summoned a meteor. He opened a portal to space and tried to throw a guy into space.
This show's dumb.
He still lost.
Oh my god. Of course he can't win.
It's so boring.
This sounds right up your alley, though.
The powers aren't interesting enough. They're not clever in any way. It's one guy's power is, yo, check it out, I can grow big and now I'm stronger.
Yeah.
Or another guy's power, look, I shoot fire from my fingers, but it's strong fire.
Jeez.
And yeah, none of his powers are none of the powers he's created so far are very interesting.
Okay.
And I'm still gonna read it because I'm so fucking because I'm a chump.
Wow.
And I'm already like I want to see. Apparently, this is the last arc, the Quincy Wars.
Shut up! It was the last arc.
Yeah, but then they're like, wait a minute, we can totally. Oh, man, Bleach should have ended when Ichigo lost his powers.
Yes.
Ichigo lost his powers.
In my heart, that's where Bleach ended.
And Bleach sucks. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's not good. I don't know why Shonen Jump still doesn't just tell him to be, hey, just end it, please.
I want to believe, like, the writer of Bleach, the writer of Naruto, and the writer of One Piece, like, every week.
They meet up.
Yeah, and have, like, a poker night.
Oh, okay.
And they're just, like, and they get drunk, and they're like, yo, what kind of dumb shit can I do this week, guys? Like, I'ma up you. Watch me.
They just... yeah, that'd be cool. Because that would be, like, the series Bakuman.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens in Bakuman. Like, all the young upstarts get together, and they're like, hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Like, how's your series? What's up? And it's like, oh, and now we're gonna beat each other because we want to be better.
No, I don't think it's about beating each other. I want to believe they're all like best friends, or like how bad can we fuck with our fans?
I mean, and then the Naruto guy won because he's just like, I beat you all. I ended my series, and he's like, fuck. Here's your money. You win.
It's like, I'm off to vacation.
Peace out.
I want to believe that's true.
I hope so. That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the manga.
The state of manga is pretty. It's mostly good.
Is One Punch Man really part of the big three? Or are you using like a?
It is okay.
Like, because I don't really follow the manga scene.
I'm reading this all on Manga Fox.
Okay.
So I am not.
Okay.
I'm getting him ahead of time.
Like, I know the talk around it is huge.
Yeah.
But
So One Punch Man it's just insanely popular, even here.
Yes.
Right. All anime fans watch it. It is.
I know.
In Facebook feeds everywhere.
I'm aware.
It is #1 on the Manga Fox most read list.
I think a lot of people give it like their #1 anime of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. I think my favorite though right now is still JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Of course.
Because JoJo Lion
is that not part of the big three?
No, that's a seinen manga. So do you know what seinen is?
Yeah, like a seinen. Yeah.
Yeah. So people for
the adult
for people who don't know, it's for like older people, like early 20s to mid 20s.
Older people.
Right.
Not young boys.
Yeah, it's more mature. They kind of deal with more mature topics and more complicated, convoluted plots.
Okay, that would make sense. Yeah.
But JoJo is in a place right now where his power ability and his storytelling abilities through their powers, like that's how you make shonen powers. That series is everybody should learn from that series. That is how you make interesting powers.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Since we're on the topic of Japan and manga and stuff, manga exists to do one thing.
What?
It's like anime.
To be turned into an anime?
No, to sell merchandise.
Okay.
All right. This week or today in Japan is Wonderfest.
Oh, yeah!
Wonder Festival. It is it's generally considered the big toy show. Mm-hmm. All-encompassing Japanese toy show, but it's more focused on garage kits.
You told me about this.
Yes.
It's very interesting. Can you please explain it?
So garage kits are basically like anybody, you and me, say we like to do like make figures or make models or make statues. We can do that. Only at Wonderfest, you get a special one-day license in that you can make anything you want. Of course, you have to apply beforehand before you get there and like go through all the legal processes. But for one day, you can make something, or not make something, but you can have something made in batches, whatever, and sell them as officially licensed products from whatever series you want. So I'm a big fan of Gurren Lagann. Say one day I wanted to make my own statue of Kamina or Yoko or something, right? And I made it, and I made a couple to sell. I could apply, go there, and at my table I could sell it, and it would be an officially licensed product.
Wow, that's cool.
So it's one way to it's a good way to get exposure as a sculptor or whatever. Usually a lot of people in the toy scene, that's how they get noticed by their work. But it's also a great place to find, if you're a big fan of something, it's a great place to find one of a kind, officially licensed product.
Because I guess those guys could just do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
Right, and then just be like, hey, approved.
And
it's Toei sticker for you.
It's not just physical, it's not just toys and figurines. It could be artwork, it could be music, it could be anything encompassing.
If I made an Arrange album.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
But it would have to be those things are kind of tough because it has to use the original material in it.
Oh, okay.
Right? You couldn't just make something completely original.
No, yeah. I meant here's my jazz rendition of the Gurren Lagann soundtrack.
Yes. You could do that.
Okay, that's sick.
But that's what Wonderfest is about. The other half of Wonderfest is all the big Japanese toy companies come out. The two big ones are, of course, Bandai and Good Smile. But Bandai nowadays usually has their own shows.
Okay.
Because Bandai is so big, they're we'll pull back on Wonderfest a bit.
Is Wonderfest doing becoming E3? Is everybody pulling out of Wonderfest?
Sorta. So Wonderfest has kind of become the Good Smile show.
Okay.
And everybody else, Kotobukiya shows up and everybody else, and Capcom and Sega, but it's mostly hey, check out the Good Smile section.
Okay.
They're usually the kings, and they show off a lot of cool stuff. It's usually it's my favorite toy show of the year there's two Wonderfests, winter and summer.
Okay.
And they're my favorite shows of the year because you get to see all the cool new Figmas and stuff.
Does any site ever cover the one-off stuff?
They all do. They all do. They all take because all the Japanese sites, the galleries are huge. They take a picture of every single item and they go through. So yeah,
that's sick.
You could check it all out. If you have 10 hours to kill, you could check out all the photos.
10 hours?
It's a lot of stuff.
Jesus.
It's one of those shows where you really need all day to check out everything.
So we're going to Wonderfest?
And a lot of people make sacrifices because if you want the exclusive items, you got to line up for 5 hours to get those.
So we go to Wonderfest?
One day. One day. But yeah, maybe in the summer because the winter one is cold.
That's Japan cold. That's not Canada cold.
Japan can get pretty cold. But yeah, so they showed off some cool Figmas. The one that got me hyped was they finally showed off Zero Suit Samus.
As a Figma?
As a Figma.
Nice.
I'm kind of disappointed that she's not in her Smash outfit. It's from Other M.
Okay.
So the other M one is kind of the really sexy one where she's got longer legs and more of a sexy lady face.
Okay.
I kind of wanted the Smash one because I like her shoes in Smash.
Oh, okay.
She has those rocket blades.
Yeah, she has the rocket, whatever.
Yeah, I'm into that.
All right.
But whatever. I got that amiibo. They showed off that. And there's a couple other things showed off. They're making a Deadpool. They're making Saitama from One Punch Man. Mm-hmm. It's gonna sell like hotcakes. I think that's kind of the thing everybody was really hyped on. For me though,
what?
The thing that I got super excited about.
I know what it is.
What, do you?
It's a Bunny Yoko?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not the 1/4.
Although, hey, it's a close two.
Listen, it's a close second. No, for me, it's a Miku. It's a racing Miku. Now, I generally like the racing Miku stuff because she's designed after like a race car driver, and she wears the full outfit. She has a helmet. Only she rides a motorcycle. Well, this year's racing Miku, well, let me tell you, she is designed after her cycling team.
Nice,
the Good Smile cycling team. So it's racing Miku as a cyclist, and she comes with a cool, sick bicycle.
So hey, Yowamushi Pedal's really popular.
Yes.
What if?
Now I can have someone riding alongside with my an Oda. Are
you gonna get a Good Smile Miku cycling clothing?
No.
Okay.
If it just said Miku on it and it didn't have her face, maybe.
No, it's like her. It's like her on the back, and then her pigtails go down the back of your arms.
No.
And she's like, peace.
No, thank you.
What?
I mean,
that sounds like you. That sounds all like you gotta own up.
Have you ever seen the otaku cycling races in Japan?
No.
It's messed up.
Oh, I bet.
A lot of old dudes and like who.
Is it just a bunch of love livers? Like,
okay, so you know when you're in Japan, you see all those dudes in suits.
yeah.
Think that, only they're not wearing suits. They're wearing like the most otakufied cycling uniforms, and their bikes are all custom painted to match.
Oh, they do the thing with like pain cars. They do it to their bikes, pain bikes.
But they also have like their uniforms that match. So
it depends on what it is. Because man, I was on Good
none
Smile.
None of them are manly. None of them are
that,
like
that Gunbuster cycling shirt was pretty sick.
No, it's not like that. It's usually
lame.
Like, Love Live, Cinderella Girls, Idol
like,
Master Project.
No
like,
No.
No. It's usually all
punching through the bike crowd.
No, it's all girls. Like all teenage girl things. A lot of Miku.
That's lame.
A lot of Sonoko.
Japan, stop. Stop.
It was kind of scary.
Come on, like, they'd be so perfect. You have a biking outfit that's like Rao, and then your bike is painted like Rao's horse, and then you just mow through people.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, lame.
Yeah, but it's something.
I'm not. We've talked about this. I'm not a fan of current anime like stylings in Japan. Like, I love all like the manly like Fist of the North Star, all that old stuff, like. All that stuff is my favorite. So now that it's just like...
You are a cranky old man.
I know. And now that it's just like, look, I'm just... Girl, that's only a skeleton and then 2 giant boobs on my chest.
Yeah. That's anime.
Yeah, like, oh man, Umaru-chan sucks.
I didn't say it was good.
Oh, no, please. I just want, like, I want something like Gunbuster again. I want something like Gurren Lagann again. Like, why?
Because that shit doesn't sell.
Oh, but it's so good. It's good.
But that shit doesn't sell.
But it's good.
But it doesn't sell.
Ugh, disgusting.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move into our weeks.
Okay.
I'll be quick with mine. I finished Devastation. Everything I said last week, I think I said it was what? Fun, short, shallow, stupid.
And then play it in 30-minute increments.
Yes. Nothing has changed.
Okay.
Well, okay, they do one thing that I guess kind of went over my head in the promotional shots, but original Megatron, what does he transform into?
A gun.
Not in this game.
Oh, I saw it. Transformers is in my week.
Yes.
So he turns into a tank.
He turns into a tank. And the reason he turns into a tank is because in the past couple of years, there have been a lot of gun laws and child safety measures.
Yeah,
and slowly, Hasbro's been trying to take back the whole Megatron's a gun.
Yeah.
He's a tank, which I don't know if that makes it better, but I guess it does, because it's a vehicle.
What if in the chase scenes you were chasing a floating gun, like a gun with rocket boosters?
I don't know.
Or he shot the ground to propel himself.
See, but that's the thing. Megatron can't shoot himself.
What?
In the original cartoon, Megatron could fly with no jets. Like he could just.
No, I saw that in the game, but
yeah, he just takes off. But he could never fire himself as a gun.
So who did he fire? What did he fire?
Starscream would fire him, Soundwave would fire him, or Shockwave would fire him.
He just that transforming oversight. He forgot to put like a latch on the trigger.
He cannot fire himself.
That's dumb.
I can't remember, but there is a cartoon where Optimus has to use him. Like they do a team up, and Optimus fires Megatron.
That's sick. That's like some Dante Virgil jackpot shit.
Awesome, right?
That's cool.
So he's a tank. That's the only thing that's changed from that. But yeah, my opinions are the same. It was don't pay more than $20.
Okay,
that's my final thing. The big thing for my week though is I started Metal Gear Solid 5.
You did, and man, did you play this shit?
I am okay. As of right now, I'm about 41 hours.
That's
in.
insane.
Although it's probably more like 35.
Why?
Because you know when you're doing the R&D stuff and you have to wait for the countdown timers.
Yeah. Are you just waiting?
No. Because I would leave it on and then say like I would go out for a bike ride.
Oh.
Because I'm like, well, I don't want to start this mission without this weapon.
Okay.
And it'll be like 36 minutes. I'll be like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's happened. Regardless, it's still a lot of time to put into Metal Gear. I really enjoyed the first hour.
What? Okay.
Is it the hour? Maybe
like in the hospital?
The whole hospital sequence, I was really digging.
All right.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I like. This is cool. From the beginning, I'm like, oh, Snake is losing it. Like he's going crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like that because like there's a lot of things they do. I'm like, where they kind of hint at the fact that he's kind of like hallucinating.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they do certain filming shots, I'm like, okay, you're just crazy.
All right.
Yeah. So like, I cannot explain the Burning Man though. I could not.
Okay.
I cannot explain that or the child.
I want to talk to you.
Uh-huh.
Like, I want to have like a full-on spoiler talk of
at the
Metal
end?
Gear Solid 5 when you have finished it.
Okay. Sure. Maybe I'll finish it this week.
Okay.
But I really enjoyed that segment because I felt like I was engaged, that things were interesting, things were happening. And then we get to the game. They send me to Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And you do your first mission. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Done. Go out. And then they're like, all right, get ready. Mission list. Side ops. Go for it.
Here's all the things.
And then from that point on, I'm like, wait, is this it? Like, this is Metal Gear?
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I don't know how I feel about this.
So that's what, now you know what I meant by it is probably the best Metal Gear from a game perspective.
Yeah, but it's the worst.
But
Metal
it's the
Gear.
worst
It's
Metal
the worst
Gear.
Metal Gear. I will say this: as much as like I enjoy playing it, this is how far my attention has gone. I don't even pay attention to the game anymore. I just put on headphones and I do the mission
Why don't you listen to the sick 80s soundtrack that's in the game?
because I listen to about 10 hours worth of podcast every week,
Okay.
give or take. Ever since the Giant Bomb Game of the Year stuff, I've been behind by 3 weeks.
Okay.
I completely caught up by playing
Wow.
Metal Gear. Yeah. So I would just put on my headphones, and every now and then I would hit the pause button, like the pause button on my iPod, just to be like,
Oh, there's a story bit.
yeah, like, it's something important, right? No, this is just help us find Cypher. Oh, okay, whatever. I'll continue on. It's definitely structured like a PSP game,
Yeah.
where like you're meant to play this in bite-sized chunks.
Have you ever played
Peace Walker?
Portable Ops?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It reminds me the most of Portable Ops.
It does, where it's like, here's your mission, go in and do it.
Yeah, here's this mini area.
Yeah.
Well, in this one, you have the option of, you have that whole open
Which
slash closed
I think
world.
that's, I don't know how I feel about that, because like it's the open world game that didn't need to be an open world game.
Mm-hmm. Do you find yourself staying in the world to do multiple side ops, or do you just immediately extract and go to the next?
It depends how close they are.
Okay.
Because I never have a vehicle.
Okay.
So if the next side op or mission is not on the next city over, I just extract.
Do you know about the fast travel system?
No.
Okay, so hot tip, not a spoiler.
Yeah.
In bases there are areas that have like, they're pretty much like loading bays.
Okay.
So they're like metal rectangles on the ground, and it has like a post near it. If you get in those posts, they're like shipping tags and like addresses.
Oh, really?
So if you get into a cardboard box on those, you can fast travel to other points around Afghanistan.
I have to have a cardboard box?
You have to have a cardboard box.
That's some deep fucking gameplay mechanic
Yeah.
bullshit.
So you get in the
Holy
box,
fuck.
you duck, and then a truck comes and picks you up, and like the screen goes black, and then you go back. And then you go to wherever you want to go.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Helpful, but
Very
that's
helpful. Yeah,
Fucked
it's
up.
very fucked up.
Yeah, that's how I found this game. Like, this game has a lot of neat little Easter eggs and like little fun bits to it.
And they are allowed to do that due to the open world nature and kind of the open-ended gameplay of that game.
Yeah, like I absolutely love playing the game. But the game is like, for me, it's the opposite of why I like The Witcher.
Okay.
Where like in The Witcher, I kind of ignored the fact that like, yeah, the gameplay is kind of iffy here and there, but I was always pulled along because I was interested in the world and invested.
Okay.
Metal Gear is the opposite, where it was like, I have no interest in anything that's happening here, but I'm having enough fun doing these small little missions and bullshit.
The gameplay's tight enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but I always like it. Like, I like the idea of having a buddy with me, like just in any scenario, in any type of game. That's why I like Gears of War. Like, I like having a crew with me.
Okay.
Like,
have that group chat.
Yeah. And I think that's why, like, when it comes to the buddy system in this, I really love Quiet. Because I feel like I'm on an op, like, with a teammate. Like, a proper teammate.
You know who's the realest teammate?
The dog.
D-Dog.
D-Dog's cool.
He just whips out an electric knife, man.
Yeah, but then, like, okay, cool, D-Dog.
Baller.
But D-Dog can't cover me when I'm running away from danger.
He 100% can.
No, not like Quiet.
Maybe not like Wyatt, but he can totally cover you.
I mean,
he can take out one dude.
You're right, he can't take out one dude.
Single dude.
Quiet takes out an army if I'm being chased.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
that's why I really like Quiet. Quiet's reasoning for being naked is dumb.
Oh, photosynthesis and drinking through my skin?
Yeah, wow. That's some anime bullshit right there.
Yep.
That was more like it's not so like I don't actually care for the fact that she's naked, but it feels like she was made naked because like that's the reason she's naked. Where Kojima was like, I want her to be naked.
Yeah.
But sir, we need a reason. Fuck the reason.
Photosynthesis.
Just put anything in there.
Plants.
And it's like, okay, can she be naked?
We had a man who was all electricity and shot bullets from his hands. We had a dude who also... They had a character that used photosynthesis to stay alive in 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, nah, but the girl version has to be totally naked.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
If, like, the end was totally naked, if there's just, like, a really naked old guy, and I was like, oh, well, she has to be naked because the old guy was naked, right? But it's like, no.
Yeah.
He was fully clothed, covered in leaves, and a giant beard. And he's fine?
Yeah.
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 It's kind of
like,
bullshit.
it's like, which is a shame because I really like Quiet as not as a character, but just as like, as a mechanic.
Okay.
But every time I see her, I'm like, why didn't you just put a shirt on?
How high is your affinity with her?
It's max.
It's max. So in the helicopter, is she just like
she's staring
ass
at you.
shots, staring at you?
So she does that one thing where she looks at you and just like a quick turn away, and then she totally bends over.
Yeah.
And then I have one where she lies down on her stomach and she does like the girly eye thing. She puts her arms together.
Yeah, and like puts her feet back.
And she's just staring at me, and I'm like, damn, girl.
Damn.
What are you doing?
She wants some.
Like, get out of here. Get out of here.
The snake doesn't know how to love. He can't love.
Oh, I know. Poor snake.
Ugh, terrible.
But yeah, no, I'm having fun. It's a fun game, at least. I can say that for sure.
How are you going through it? Are you mainly tranking? Are you killing?
It depends on my mood.
Okay.
I'm
real angry?
I generally like to kill things.
Okay.
For the most part, I have been killing things. But then when I finally got quiet to get a silenced trank,
yeah,
then I went to the trank route.
Okay,
because I'm like, well, if I don't have to worry about her like alerting people, then I could do it.
Okay, so you like quiet because of that.
Yeah,
I like D-Dog because he gets an upgrade that he just Fultons everybody.
Oh,
but it doesn't cost you Fultons and it doesn't cost you money.
That's fucking cheating.
It's free Fultons.
That's cheating.
It's awesome. So like I'll use my skills to trank a whole army base, or I'll call in like a sleek gas artillery strike, and I'll just be like, D-Dog extract, and he's like, oof, got it, and then he just extracts everybody for free.
Oh my god!
And eventually have you gotten the upgrade to your Fulton yet?
Where you can Fulton cars and stuff?
No, like the upgrade.
No,
you've seen it in trailers before.
Have I?
Yeah, the wormhole.
No.
You haven't seen that? Because that was in the multiplayer trailers, and that was in one of the later trailers.
I think it sounds familiar, but I don't think so, no.
Okay. Well, you can eventually Fulton indoors. Let's just say that.
Indoors?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
And so, yeah, it doesn't matter where they are. You just go, hey, D-Dog, extract. And he just runs around the base and extracts everybody.
I think that's the other thing about the game that's, like, really why I just don't care. It's like the technology just doesn't make sense in this game. Like, when he pulled up the radio thing, I'm like, okay, it's a radio. And then it's a fucking hologram. I'm like, where the fuck am I?
It's also a hollow lighter to light his e-cigar.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the I was like, what is this?
R&D on Mother Base is baller.
Yeah, I was like, what is this bullshit? And then when you first meet,
Huey?
No, Sahelanthropus?
Oh, Sahelanthropus?
And you're like, yo, that's just Rex. And then Rex stands up.
Nope.
And I'm like, the fuck? You have a Gundam in this game? And like... Yeah, when I see all this shit, I'm just like, I just don't fucking care.
No, man, that's the anime thing of ancient technology is secretly better than current technology because you.
But it's not ancient. This is like 10 years before Metal Gear 1.
Might as well be ancient. The Patriots have suppressed
Actually, no,
all
it's
the shit.
Is it like? I don't know. It's ridiculous. This game, like, it's so dumb.
It's so dumb. But it's dumb unfortunately without the story, and that's really disappointing to me.
Yeah, so like, I think most Metal Gear games feel like you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
Like there's like this...
Kojima secretly just wants to make a movie.
This is definitely... I made a TV show, and it's kind of like a very thinly plotted TV show where it's like, on this week's episode of We Try to Catch Up with Cypher, we're gonna talk to this general man and see where he's getting his funding from.
General, you tried to escape.
It's like, well, really, I get it from this guy. Next week on this...
Yeah.
Like, that's what I feel like I'm playing, and I think, it has its merits, but it's just like, this is dumb.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I really want to have like a full-on
spoiler
talk with you about the end of that game.
Yeah, I hear it's very polarizing.
Yeah, it's very polarizing.
Okay. I just hope it's not some Link's Awakening.
Also, I'll bring my special edition DVD to show you the cut chapter.
Oh, the real ending.
Yeah, the quote unquote. Well, it's not the real ending because it's not in the game.
Okay.
But it's just what could have been.
Oh, okay, like an alternate.
Yeah, like this was something that they wanted to do, but apparently they ran out of time. Or Konami was like, just ship the game, ship it. You've been doing this game for 1,000 years, ship it.
Yeah, yeah. It's cool. It's a fun game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why you have a fucking zoo on your mother base.
Because an NGO was like, hey man.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about. I'm playing without PlayStation Plus.
Okay.
So I have none of the fighting someone else on mother base.
Oh, lucky.
So like my experience is fine. Like
okay.
Like I don't have to worry about anything.
Microtransactions. Like when that mission came up to teach you all about it, did you have to do it or could you not do it?
It doesn't pop up because I can't access it.
Snap. Okay.
So, but I can still access all the other online features, like, you know, the online Spec Ops or just like anything that involves online, I can do. Mm-hmm. The only thing I can't do is direct combat.
Huh. So,
for me, it's been pretty fun.
That sounds like a sick deal. Because, man, guess what the worst part of that game is? Direct combat.
Yeah, I bet it sucks.
It is you roll out in the heaviest armor with a sleep grenade launcher and just sprint to the finish.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I hear. But no, so my experience has been totally fine. Like I was like, I have no I've heard people complain. I'm just like, and for the longest time, I'm like, I don't get what the problem is with this game.
Yeah, like what's the problem?
And then I realized, oh shit, I don't have Plus.
Okay.
So, don't play online.
It's not the best.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's been my week.
Okay.
Tell me what yours.
So I started up Transformers Devastation.
And?
It is, I kind of mirror what you say. Mm-hmm. It is just it's not as deep as a Platinum game you would think would be. It's just
nowhere near.
It's the dumbest game in the world. Yeah. Oh no, giant turbines trying to blow the city away. Mm-hmm. And you gotta be a car to drive through it.
Well, to be fair, that's Transformers at its core.
What?
Yeah, that's the original cartoon.
What, something tries to blow a city away?
Yeah.
Oh. There's too many giant crane fights.
Yeah, you don't have to do them.
You don't have to.
Okay.
But if you want that S rank. If you want that S rank.
Alright.
And the thing that you mentioned when I watched you play it, is the thing that bothers me the most, where the dodge button is not as responsive as you want it to be.
Yes.
You have to actually preemptively dodge.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Bayonetta where your dodge just cancels whatever animation you're in.
Yeah.
It finishes the animation.
Yep.
And animations are fast, but that half a second can be the difference between you taking a shot to the face or getting Transformers time pretty much.
Yes.
I decided, because I was like, oh, I heard this game's really easy. I'm just going to play on Commander.
You're an idiot.
So I started off on Commander.
Oh, you're an idiot.
And it's hard.
I bet it's hard.
Yo, when I fought Devastator for the first time, he grabbed me, picked me up, slammed me to the ground, 99% of my life gone.
Yeah. You can only play Commander after you've probably beaten the game and you've upgraded all your weapons.
So that's the thing. I have all these weapons and all this money, and I have no clue what to do with it.
Just keep fusing it into it.
I don't know how to fuse or where to fuse or what to fuse or...
Oh, I didn't either. I just kept putting them together.
How? Is there like a menu?
Yeah.
Where?
When you finish chapter 1.
Oh, okay. I'm facing Megatron as the Lamborghini.
Oh, Sideswipe?
As Sideswipe. And he's like, I'm literally in an octagon. I am in a UFC ring.
Yeah.
Fighting Megatron. So that's the thing I have to do.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
The game's dumb.
The game has some excellent dumb Transformers moments.
It's pretty fun, and it's super dumb.
Like,
there are ways that that the cutscenes are, like, the camera is positioned.
Yeah.
Where it makes a scene super comedic.
Yeah.
Like, where it's like, here's an over-the-shoulder shot of Optimus talking to Megatron, and then the camera doesn't change, Optimus just turns 180, looks straight into the camera, and is like, what's that? And then Megatron just flies away. Like, it's so stupid.
But that's the thing. That's Transformers, man. That's why I like I didn't grow up I grew up with the 80s cartoon, but I didn't appreciate it till I was older and I realized how dumb it was.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Oh, I love it so much. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, the cutscenes are the best thing ever. Cause it's like an animation ends, but then when the animation ends, they'll kind of just stand there for a bit and be like, "You got that? Yeah. Okay, let's go."
Have you played as Optimus?
Yeah, that's the first thing you play.
Have you seen his idle animation?
No.
He just stands there like proud.
Like with his hands on it. Oh my
And he's looking up at the sky?
The first line in that game is that what's going on in the city, there's more than meets the eye. And I'm like, fuck this game. This game, long live this game. Like
Megatron has some of the best lines in that game.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny.
That's good.
Okay.
It's a dumb game. What a shitty game.
Oh, and it's so good though. So yeah, the other thing I played, I finished Mortal Kombat. I started and finished Mortal Kombat X. The story mode. Just like Mortal Kombat 9, the story in Mortal Kombat 10 is a lot better than a Mortal Kombat story has any right to be. When they bring up old Mortal Kombat like dumb shit like the temple that Raiden's at, like the thing like the fights going on between the Lin Kuei and whatever Scorpion's thing is, and like all that stuff. They've rebooted that franchise successfully, so you kind of actually take that shit seriously.
Oh yeah, it's like it takes place.
It takes place after 9.
Yeah, but 9 and 10 like. Do they take place like far after the original Mortal Kombat?
So 9 is a recap of 1 to 3, but then those PS2 games like they don't mean shit anymore, and they have just redone the story.
Oh, okay, and then 10 continues it. Okay,
and then 10 continues it. It takes place a bunch of years later. Johnny Cage is a dude with gray hair now, but he still has because in Mortal Kombat 9 he has Johnny tattooed on his chest, right? Yeah. But he wears like a V-neck and a sweater on top. Okay. But on the V-neck you could still see part of the tattoo on his chest, but he's an old man now, so it's even funnier. He married Sonya Blade, of course, and they had a kid.
Oh yeah. Selfie girl.
And so there's the combat kids pretty much. There is a new team of Cassie Cage, Jacqueline Briggs, which is Jax's kid, Takeda, which is Kenshi's kid, and Kung Jin, which I think is Kung Lao's kid. I'm not sure.
What happened to Liu Kang?
Liu Kang he's dead, but Liu Kang and Kung Lao, they are under control of Quan Chi. Quan Chi killed them in the last game. Like, everybody died in the last game.
Oh, that's right.
But Quan Chi is a sorcerer. So he just was like, I have your souls. You will be my servants. He made them in like their bodies in a blood pit. And now they live to serve.
Shit.
Yeah. And it's kind of messed up because like, they go through things like Jax, or slight spoilers, but like Jax is one of those people who died, but they bring him back, right? They recapture his soul, and they bring him back to life.
Oh yeah, that's part of Mortal Kombat. Your soul.
Yeah, your soul, and they recapture their soul, and he becomes human again. But the thing is like you come to the realization that everything that's going on in their body, they are conscious of. So even though they don't want to make the decisions to help out the bad guys, they're aware that they're making those decisions. Right,
that's fucked
because
up.
The brainwashed state they're in forces them to do it.
Okay,
stuff like that. Not many people die in this one. It's not a total murder fest like in MK9. It's I think only Baraka dies.
Shit. Who cares about Baraka?
Who cares about Baraka, right?
Yeah.
This whole race is the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
They are just there to get killed.
Yeah.
And have cool fatalities done on them. But yeah, I really enjoyed the story. It's like actually good. I'm actually invested in this Mortal Kombat story. It's cool.
Neat.
Fatalities are gross. But it's good. It's a short story. You don't actually have to be that good at the game to get through it. It's not like in Mortal Kombat 9 where there are some boss fights that are just brutal. Because like Shao Kahn in 9, he was just like, sometimes he's like, I have like 300% health and my X-rays take off 70% of your damage, or every single one of my moves stuns you, so I can do another move on you.
Shit.
Yeah, like it was hardcore. But in this game, there's only one boss fight at the end.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. You can really just focus on the story.
All right.
And then I played a bit before going to Transformers Devastation. I played Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, this is too dark. Like, this is two really graphic games in a row. And, like, I kind of want a palette change, a palette cleanser. But I did play, like, a couple hours of that. Again, that is like Mortal Kombat. That Wolfenstein remake has a better story than Wolfenstein deserves. But it comes off as almost like a alternate future, high-tech Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
In terms of, like, it is this war story about, like, but the Nazis have taken over, and they're kind of in control.
Mm-hmm.
And they've made these crazy technological advances at the cost of human decency and dignity. Mm-hmm. But they got all this cool shit. And you, as the main characters, you want to stop the Nazis. You want to kill. It's like Death Head is the general. It's not Hitler.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is Death Head.
Okay.
And you want to fuck him up. You have like some past with Death Head. I don't know what it is yet. But you want to blow his brains out pretty much.
Yeah.
The Saving Private Ryan part comes in terms of gore. That game is graphic as fuck, and it is gory. It is rough to think about. There are choices in this game. It's a first-person shooter. There are choices you don't want to make. One of the examples in the very beginning of the game, before any real spoilers happen, you get caught in in one of the castles in one of like the Nazi strongholds, and you are in a position where one of the main doctors who's been experimenting on people is like, pick one of your teammates. One of them becomes my experiment, the other one lives.
Oh shit!
And you have to choose between them. And they don't show you it, but they show your character's face reacting to what's happening. And he's just like, I've never seen true torture until now. And he's like, apparently they were like scalping him in front of you alive and stuff.
Oh,
like,
wow.
It's really dark. But the cool thing about those choices is that it changes quote unquote timelines.
Oh, so you can have different games.
So you can have different games. So I don't know how drastic it changes the story, but they tell you it's important in a way where you get different skills pretty much. Okay. So I picked one guy and he gave me a hot wiring skill, so I can get into like safes, secret doors, and stuff. So I don't know if that means going forward I would be like, say, a completely different level, or if that just means I would tackle that level in a different way and lines would slightly change to the overall story. That's what I feel would happen if like I take a Telltale story into account or something.
Okay.
But so far it gives the illusion of that your choices actually mattered. And when you go into level select, they have timeline version A and timeline version B of those levels. Mm-hmm. So I guess they're pretty different, but I don't know how different.
Okay.
But that's also really good. The shooting is super tight. It's the first person shooter I'm actually enjoying playing because you can
tighter than Call of Duty.
Current Call of Duty, yeah.
Okay.
I don't really like Black Ops that much. Yeah, so you can play this game either like kind of stealth or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you can just go full Wolfenstein, like akimbo, like assault rifles, and just like blow people away. And yeah, it's just really cool. Just blow up cyber Nazis, pretty much. Mm-hmm. But I haven't gotten deep enough into it too.
Is it a short game?
I've heard it's not that long.
Okay.
But it is strictly single player. There is no multiplayer.
Oh, that was the big thing about it. Yeah,
it is. It is like they put 100% of their time and effort into that single player, and it shows.
That's nice.
It is quality. It's
nice. Nice game.
It's good.
Cool. I
kind of like it. Makes me already kind of want to play the Old Blood, the expansion that came out. But obviously, I should probably beat.
You should
this one first. So, and yeah, it's been my week.
Cool.
Played more Yakuza, more Rock Band. Streamed some Rock Band actually.
Wow.
I used that PlayStation Stream feature.
You got any viewers?
I got one viewer. Guess who it was? Me.
Oh.
Checking my stream on Twitch to see if it was running.
Oh, so it was on Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know. Should have pimped it out somewhere. People would have watched.
Yeah, I was just testing it. I was seeing how it works.
Sure.
What?
All right. That's the end of the show.
Okay.
Next week, I think Anthony and I were discussing a something club.
Yeah, maybe bringing back the club segment that we had years ago.
Yes. Oh, has it been years?
Yeah.
What's the last one we did?
The last one I can remember was Fables or Shadow of the Colossus the last one? Because I know Walking Dead was like in the middle.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
I can't remember that. I thought Walking Dead was the first one.
Was it?
Maybe Fables was the first one.
Because I thought Fables was the first one.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right. Then we did Walking Dead, and then we did
Shadow of the Colossus?
Shadow of the Colossus, okay. Yeah, so we're toying with that idea. What do you guys want to listen to? Anime? A video game?
Yeah, let us know.
Comic? A book?
I'm reading a book! I forgot.
Oh, are you?
It's like an actual book. It's a math book.
Oh.
It's called How to Bake Pie.
Oh, this book!
Yeah, it's cool. I won't... It's not long.
Mm-hmm.
It's by Eugenia Chang, and she's a mathematician, and it's not teaching you how to do math. It's teaching you how to think about math, but using baking as a basis.
Yeah, cool.
It's really cool.
I bet it is. I mean, I remember because I used to be a math tutor at college.
Yeah,
and I remember the number one thing I would tell people is that don't try. It's not about like memorizing equations or like the hardest part about math is the mentality around it, like problem solving and learn and think about what you need, like with taking the important information and then how to apply that within a math based context.
So that's like the first chapter is all that. Like so it's all about abstraction.
Yeah.
Being able to like the one thing people can't do is like when they first hit high school and they introduce letters into math. Yeah. Right? And then those people are just like, nope, can't do it. This makes no sense to me, right? But you have to learn how to abstract that information. Like the letters aren't important here. Like you got to find what's important and then take that.
A lot of people get hung up on like the very like the letters in front of you, like things that are very obvious. They think they see that and they're like, oh fuck, now what?
How do I add A plus B equals C? Like,
but that's not the point that you're trying to figure out. Or it's a lot of the same concepts that when I also had to help others with physics stuff.
Okay,
because physics is the hardest thing about physics is just getting your mind around concepts that you cannot physically see or experience.
That's cool.
Physics is really cool as a concept, but if you think a bit too hard about it, then it's
just like, why?
It gets rough,
God.
Yeah. Okay. And then you start to ask, why am I even alive?
And then you're like, theoretical physics.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
And you're like, fuck this shit. It's like when they say that there's that ninth planet around our solar system, but we haven't actually seen it. That's physics.
Wait, what? It's like in a different dimension?
No, it's here.
Oh, okay.
And all the proof suggests that it exists. We just have never seen it. Weird. But there you go, full circle. We started with planets, we're ending on planets, and that's it for our show this week. We hope you guys enjoyed listening. You know where to find us all the time. And also, remember, letters, tnib.letters@gmail.com. We always love hearing from you guys. YouTube comments are always welcome. Same with Facebook comments.
Also, Twitter comments. Say that.
Sure.
I
guess if you want to be on... How many followers do you have on Twitter?
I don't know.
Like 12?
No, I just know we have like 177 on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I get notifications every single time a new week happens. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I turned mine off, so I don't really know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah.
Cool.
Tell us what you want to hear.
Yes.
For the club segment.
For, our book club, game club.
Gunplug club.
Anime club. What the fuck are we doing with a gunplug club?
I don't know. I built the leg today, and you built the leg today. Let's talk about the leg.
Like, we would buy the same kit. They'd be like, for my leg.
For my right leg, I followed the instructions exactly. So did I. What a surprise.
Huh. How did you feel about part A7 and E2?
It was a little bit of a tight fit. Oh, I must have got a defect because mine was really loose. Like,
I accidentally gouged out a bit too much plastic on mine.
Exactly. Like I cut too deep.
That would be the most boring podcast in the world.
Yeah.
Fuck that. But yeah, let us know what you guys want to hear. Vote anime! Bye-bye.
Bye.